Amanda, you'll play it is. I've got your work up right here. I got the logo, got the magazine ad. Logo looks great. Nice work. Nice work. A couple of comments on the logo. One, I think it's lacking contrast a little bit. We can see that. Let me just zoom out here a little bit. You'll see what I mean. See how as we zoom out, it's kind of become a little bit different, difficult to see. Specifically, the relationship between the flower and the type itself. That points to contrast, and I think that if we increased contrast in the logo, I think it would be a little bit more effective. A couple of other areas in the logo I think that provide a little bit of visual discomfort. And the way that this is assembled, where you have raised the Y so that you've got the baseline, um, the descender of the Y is on the even baseline with the baseline of the other lowercase letters. So there's a little bit of separation to here. We can see that space right there is a little bit greater. As a matter of fact, the space between the Y and the O and the space between the O and the P seem to be a little bit wider than the space between the other letters. Specifically, you're really tight through here and then really open through here, here, and here. And I think it would be a little bit more harmonious if we were to close down the letter spacing between the Y, the O and the P, and the P and the L, more to create more consistency with the tail end of you'll play the L, A, I, and the T. Okay, so a little bit of a deduction here based on contrast. And the interesting thing here is that we have another little minor deduction in the magazine ad, and that's based on contrast as well. And that's based on compositional contrast, specifically the area right here and here, where these yellow bananas, the interior little kind of lines in the bananas, there's no contrast there. And the skin, the outer, I shouldn't say the skin, but the outer portion of the banana is a little bit darker, but not really enough to notice much of a difference. And we see the same thing on the label of the product as well. So I think a little bit more development in that area in terms of contrast would create a degree of separation between the bananas and the background, and also identify those bananas a little bit further, again, especially at a distance. Okay, this banana right here at distance, as you can see, it's disappeared. You can't even see it anymore. Again, that points to contrast. Other than that, you know what, I'm good job using an illustrative approach. I think that was really it took guts. It took guts to go illustrative on this ad. It definitely did, especially since we've been talking about image design. I'm sorry, image use. I'm okay with it. I think it's a refreshing change. I think it's really, really interesting. And as I said, it took a lot of guts to do that. And it seems to have paid off, because it's a nice, light, airy ad. And I think it's very, very accessible. Fresh, nutritious, and delicious. Good tagline. Nice continuation here. Got some good repetition going on with the color here, here. And then, of course, we've got some repetition going on from this portion to the composition itself. So overall, I think we're good and effective. Good harmony. Very accessible. Good ad. Good job. Again, another minor, let me show you the deductions here. Just a couple of really super minor deductions. One is the logo. We're gonna based on the contrast of the logo, that's going to be a 5-point deduction, and then the contrast in the compositional ad, that's also going to be a 5-point deduction, for a total of 115 out of 125. That puts you at a solid A. So good job. Thank you so much. Okay. On another note, I'd like you to remind you, if you haven't done so already, would you mind taking a few minutes of your valuable time to just complete that course survey, the evaluation? Really super important stuff. And you, as a student, you get to voice your opinion, which is always really great, right? It just takes a few minutes, and it's so important. So I would really, really appreciate if you took some time to do that. If you haven't already done so, if you have, then that's fantastic. The other thing I want to mention is, please feel free to keep my contact information as you move through your classes. If you have any questions, if you need any help, any of your future educational needs, just because this student-teacher relationship is ending as the class comes to a conclusion, doesn't mean this relationship has to end permanently. So I invite you to keep my contact information if you need any help in the future, other classes, if you need design advice, maybe even critique advice, anything you need. need, let me know. I'll be glad to help you out. Or hey, if you even just want to pop in and say, hey, that would be fantastic too. So again, please feel free to keep my contact information. And thank you very much. I've really, really enjoyed your presence in the class. I think you're an excellent student. You've got a great eye for design and a good mind for design too, as we've seen through your writing through the week. So excellent. Keep up the fantastic work. And again, please feel free to contact me for any of your future educational needs. Great class. Thank you very much.